Rim Country News brought to you by Christine Croak, your Rim Country real estate expert. On this Tuesday, October 27th, for Tonto TV, K-Rim Radio News, and Global Trails Media, I'm Randy Roberson with your Rim Country News headlines. 2 bodies were found in the wreckage of a small plane in a remote area in Yavapai County, according to authorities yesterday. County sheriff officials said that an Arizona Department of Public Safety helicopter located a downed non-commercial aircraft about 5.5 miles east-southeast of Cordes Lakes shortly after noon. Federal Aviation Administration officials said the single-engine Lancair 235 had been reported missing after departing Saturday from Deer Valley Airport near Phoenix with an intended destination of the Page Municipal Airport. Now, DPS was advised on Sunday that the 2 occupants were missing and they began an air search. It was just after noon yesterday when DPS advised the sheriff's office that the plane had been spotted upside down. Later, they advised the sheriff's office further that the 2 occupants were indeed deceased. The names of the victims are being withheld at this time. The NTSB is investigating that crash. Well, taking a look at other news from around Arizona, Arizona voters who have mail-in ballots still sitting there on their kitchen table, well, they're being advised to put them in the mail today if they want assurances that they'll make it to the county election officials by Election Day. Secretary of State Katie Hobbs says ballots must be received by 7 p.m. Tuesday, November 3rd, that's next Tuesday, in order to be counted. Now remember, there's no postage required for early ballots. After today, voters are urged to drop their ballots off at an official drop box, county recorder's office, or a polling place. Locations can be easily found on the Arizona.vote website. An historic number of early ballots have already been returned. Well, in other news, Tonto National Forest officials have once again remodified the Bush Fire Public Safety Area Closure Order in order to allow more access after just increasing the closure area a few days ago. The modified closure order went into effect last night. Well, the closure order was increased over the weekend as a precaution to protect the public from possible flash flooding due to heavy forecasted rain. Acting Deputy Forest Supervisor Michael Martinez said, quote, "We modified the public safety closure order out of an abundance of caution to protect the public, employees, and our partners." He went on to say, modest rainfall has the potential to produce debris flows that can cause significant injury or death. Well, unlike Payson, the area received just slightly more than a dozen raindrops. As a result, they have now reduced the closure area once again, and that'll be good news for hunters who weren't all that happy that they weren't allowed to get into some great hunting areas. Well, in other news around Rim Country, now that the weather is cooler, many people heading out into the woods of Rim Country are tempted to build a campfire. Well, if you're thinking of building a campfire, don't do it unless you're in a designated area using Forest Service fire rings or fire structures. Tonto National Forest officials remind us that the forest here is still under Stage 1 fire restrictions. That means lighting, building, maintaining, attending, or using a fire, campfire, or stove fire, including charcoal and briquettes, outside of a fire structure that is provided by the Forest Service within a designated area is prohibited. And finally, speaking of fires, wildland firefighters experienced a bit of an ironic twist while working the horse fire over in the Bradshaw Mountains to our southwest. Nothing like an unexpected visitor or two at the horse fire spike camp. Yeah, that's right, they had a couple of horses that came sauntering right into camp. And just in case you're wondering, no, the horse fire was not named after their new friends. It was, however, named after Horse Mountain in the Bradshaws. Nonetheless, the horses and the firefighters all seemed to enjoy their newfound friends. And by the way, the horse fire is now listed at 9,536 acres and is now 74% contained. Well, coming up in Rim Country weather, we have another freeze warning issued for tonight. So what can you expect for the rest of this week and the coming weekend? A complete report on your Rim Country 7-day weather forecast is coming up next. You're watching Rim Country News.
The past 7 months have been difficult on all of us. Our circumstances demanded immediate change that impacted our entire community.
Distance learning has been really challenging, but I'm so thankful for my parents and teachers working so hard to help us.
Thank you, teachers, for continuing to do all that you have to support and encourage our children to move forward in this difficult time.
Parents and families, we understand how difficult this time has been for both you and your students, and we thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
After all this time, we are so excited for our children to reconnect with their amazing teachers and their friends.
We are a community of resilience, and we're coming back stronger than we have ever been.
Being a Longhorn represents pride, courage, unity, and the ability to overcome anything as a family.
We want to thank our schools and parents for working so hard to continue our education. We are so grateful to finally be back together.
Well, taking a look at Rim Country weather, you can expect gusty northeast winds to slowly decrease throughout the afternoon today, but most areas will remain cool and crisp as temperatures stay below normal. A warming trend begins tomorrow with above normal temperatures and dry conditions heading into the weekend. A deep and cold upper level low heading towards the southeastern corner of Arizona this morning will meander into New Mexico late this afternoon and then away from the region overnight. Moisture wrapping around the low will affect southern Apache County and parts of southern Navajo County through the day, tapering off this evening. All precipitation in the area will be snow today. Most new accumulations will be in the dusting category, but an inch or two is still possible with heavier snow showers. Primarily, those are going to be over in the White Mountains to our east. A warming trend begins tomorrow, steadily building to above normal temperatures again for late in the week and the coming weekend. Daytime highs in Payson today should be right around 48 degrees, with our low tonight expected to be slightly below freezing once again. If that seems like a little too much cold too quick for you, well, take heart. By the weekend, our highs will be back up into the upper 70s and our lows in the mid 40s. Up on top of the rim today, they're expecting highs only reaching 33 degrees with a 20% chance for a few scattered snow showers. Lows up there tonight, after the clouds move out, should be right around a chilly 20 degrees. And our neighbors to the south in Tonto Basin, you can expect a high today right around 60 degrees, with lows tonight dipping into the mid-30s. By the weekend, you'll be back into the mid-80s for a high, and lows will be in the 50s, so enjoy those below normal temperatures while you can. And that's what's happening around Rim Country. For Tonto TV, K-Rim Radio News, and Global Trails Media, I'm Randy Roberson. Make it a great Tuesday.